Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MMA game. It is your boy, the Silverback Rasta, Cameron Roget, coming to you live from the MMA Studios garage. Because we're doing a video episode today, and we're going to be talking about UFC 307 Pereira against Roundtree, and then we're going to be talking about the UFC Fight Night Royval versus Taira that's going to be coming at you live this weekend. But you already know, before I get into it, I have to do you guys into the other half of the show. The man, the myth, the legend, the statistician, Ryan Cariss. Yo, Cariss, what's the word?
My dude, my homie, my guy, my brother. His name is Cameron Silverback Rasta Cam Roget, ladies and gentlemen. My dude, we are blessed to be talking about UFC 307 and UFC Fight Night coming up. We're getting after it, bro. It's another good one. But not going to be that good these next 2 weeks.
We are. Yeah, I mean, this past card is a little bleak. The next fight night's a little bleak. But then I think it just ramps up when we hit UFC 307 in the beautiful Abu Dhabi. And there's one more, right? There's one more after that, too.
That's all we're waiting on. What, after 308?
All we are waiting on. But you already know. We have to dive in straight into that UFC 307 card. What did you think about it?
What did let me start there. Judging? Not the greatest judging throughout the entire night. Let's start there. And I wasn't too happy with all the fights. I mean, the only fight that I really cared about was the Pereira and Khalil Roundtree. That was it. Sorry. I can see by you rubbing your eyes right there, you were kind of under the same impression as I was. Yeah. Yeah. And the sad thing was you were stoked about this one, too. You were so stoked about this one.
Yeah, dude, I really was, because I thought it was going to be a little bit juicier than it was. But, I mean, I guess that's the name of the game, right? Sometimes we get cards like that, and we just got to push on through, because usually the next one is spicier. But I do want to start about in the early prelims, man. We had a quick retirement with Carla Esparza against Tisa Pennington, and I definitely thought Carla Esparza was the first one to get robbed by the judges, because I thought he won that.
It started the first fight of the night, dude, or second fight, whatever it was. But yeah, it started early and it just got worse and worse and worse after that. So I thought she got robbed too, but we'll look on the other side. Tisha got the win when she shouldn't have got the win. Then we get later on in the co-main event, and then all of a sudden her wife didn't get the call, but we'll talk about that in just a minute. So I think it kind of flipped.
Yeah. It definitely did flip. But you know who it didn't flip for? Your boy Steven Wonderboy Thompson. My God, did he get knocked the fuck out by Joaquin Buckley? And I couldn't help but say, I told you.
Talking about Silverback, yeah, his hair looked a little silvery within there. That's the first person I've seen with actually gray hair besides a referee that was in the cage. But Steven Wonderboy looked a little bit aged on this one. I mean, I was a little surprised that he did as well as he did and didn't get caught earlier on in the fight. But, I mean, that's just his experience, right, as a veteran around. But unfortunately, his stock is going downhill. And it's sad to say because we like Steven Wonderboy over here. But, you know, when it's time sometimes, bro. It is what it is.
And, I mean, he's getting older, man. And I mean, that sucked. It sucks seeing, but I hate to say it. I knew that was going to happen. Completely knew it.
Yeah, I thought he was going to catch him earlier. Dude, he threw his entire body into the air at him on that one in order to be able to take him out. And he got one punch on that ground and it was done. Yeah.
Yeah, he did, bro. He knocked him the fuck out.
Right. Hats off to Buckley, though. Yeah. I mean, he finished what he was supposed to finish and what he said he was going to. So good for him. And I liked his call out. I was happy about his call out with Kamaru Usman. I thought that was a good play of his instead of Conor McGregor. Yeah.
Yeah. Solid. It makes total sense, and I hope they get that fight done.
I know. Same here. I think that'd be a good one.
And then moving into the main card, right? So the first fight of the night, we had Kayla Harrison against Ketlin Vieira. And, I mean, I think it's what we all expected from Kayla, right? Just fucking dominant performance. That's all I think you can say about it, right? She just she did what she could do.
Well, she got tested a little bit. I mean, you got the number 2 women's bantamweight in the world against you that she finally had a little bit of a test, and she passed, but she had a little bit of blood on her face, and that was the first time that she said she got hurt and got bloody in one of her fights. So credit to her, right? And I think she's going to get the title shot next. Are we kind of correct on that, or are we on the same page?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the fuck Juliana was thinking about calling out Amanda Nunes. Like,
She
bro, we
can't
don't
let
need to
go
see
of it.
that fight. We don't need to see that fight because you got your
Nobody wants to
ass.
see that fight except for her, and that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
It's
we're
like
good.
nobody cares. Yeah,
We're good. We're
yeah.
good. We're good. And then a completely bummer of the night, fucking Kevin Holland against Roman Dolidze. Like that
Oh
sucked.
God.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
I
wasn't
think
going good. It wasn't going good for my boy, but fuck, that sucks.
no, no, yeah. Did you see it in like slow mo when that rib just kind of like came out of place and you saw it? And you know what's
Yeah,
sad is your boy talked a little bit of shit on him, being like, "Hey, you should have gone out in that round and fought, and then see how it worked." He's like, "Dude, he's sitting in the corner grabbing it, being like, this hurts, this hurts." And Kevin can take a punch, and he's a tough guy. So for him to be even saying that, then you know that it had to be painful, bro. It had to be.
I was bummed, dude. I was really bummed.
Yeah,
That's like started the decline of the night for me.
I know, I know.
Yeah, because then right after that, you had the hug fest of Mario Bautista against the great Jose Aldo. Like, fuck, man. Stop just staying on the cage, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. You want to win, dog, but fuck, man. I don't want to see Aldo fight like that. I want to see you try and
No,
trade blows with Aldo. But it
do
goes to show
something.
you, Aldo's takedown defense is one of the greatest in the game.
It is.
Greatest in the game.
It is. And too bad he's on a 2-fight losing streak now, unfortunately. Or is that 3?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh, I'm not too sure about that.
Yeah.
That one I
Yeah, but
don't.
that was a
You're the
bummer. See,
statistician. You should know this, sir.
that's why I thought. It's bad that when the referee has to step in multiple times and separate you from the same position, and you automatically go directly back to that same exact position because you
Right
don't
back.
know how to do anything else.
Right
Like,
back.
come on, bro. I actually hope he
Yeah,
doesn't like
that was
move
annoying.
up within the rankings and like doesn't like get a higher fight just because of that, because that's a bad sign, dude. So
Who knows, brother? Who effing knows? But you don't. You know what I do know?
I don't know.
That we have a
Hmm.
new women's bantamweight champion, and it is Juliana Pena. She got it done, split decision against Raquel Pennington, and must I say, oof, snooze fest.
And didn't you say you wanted Pena also, and like you're not even happy about this? Like you
Yeah,
did, right?
yeah, because I knew this was gonna be. I think I told everybody it was gonna be a boring fight.
Oh
I
yeah, yes you
believe
did.
I know I said it was gonna be a boring
100%.
fight.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I knew. For her to win, it has to be boring.
It has to be. Has to
Now, I'm
be.
not saying
Who?
she's a boring fighter. I'm just saying that's just who she
That's
is. But she gets the job fucking done. She does the. I
yeah.
mean, she's the same woman that beat Amanda Nunes in Amanda's prime, and I will always give Juliana credit on that win. But it's
True.
just the way she fights is just for me not entertaining. It's not
No,
something like I am up and ready to see her fight again. It's just okay,
no.
cool. She's on the card. Awesome.
Uh, did you have her winning that fight? No, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Okay, what rounds did you give her?
I definitely gave her 2. I definitely gave her 3, and I definitely gave
Did
her.
not give her 5.
No, I did not give her 5. I gave her 4. I gave her 2, 3, and 4.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought she had. I thought that Raquel got 1, 4, and 5.
Yeah, 1 for me was a toss up.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
I wasn't sure, and if I'm not sure, I always give it to the champ.
Okay.
But
So I'm
yeah,
glad that
I
you did.
thought Juliana, like, I think she was dying in the 4th, and that's why the 5th for me, like, it's definitely Pennington's. But
Yeah.
I thought 2, 3, 4, she was like slowly climbing, and then she hit a wall, and then that's when
Uh,
Pennington sits around. That's what
mm-hmm.
I thought.
Mm-hmm. So I'm glad that you said that, because I was talking to people today, and I've said this for a long time. I've actually said it to you that you have to definitively beat the champion, right? You cannot just go in there and win by points and win by a decision like 3-2.
Mm-hmm.
And I also think they should change the rules in the system to where it's like if it's a split decision, it automatically goes to the champ, right? Because the judges can't even decide on that one whether it goes, because that was a boring ass fight. We all knew Raquel Pennington won that fight pretty much. It was 3-2. That's most people I talked to. And if you didn't definitively beat the champ, you don't deserve this strap. And the sad thing is, nobody wants to see that fight again. They're not going to give it to Raquel Pennington again anyway. So now she has to work herself back up into that contention, and I don't think that's ever going to happen for her again.
Maybe I gave it to Pennington, or maybe I gave it to Pena because I just wanted her to win and be right.
Probably. You're probably just giving her swaying her way a little bit. But
to be honest, I have only watched the fight once. I do need to rewatch it though. So
I'm going to watch it. I'm probably going to watch that one in the main event.
Yeah, I haven't rewatched any of these
No.
fights. So
No.
it could have been a little bit of the micheladas talking. Who knows?
Sober October.
So in the main event, what a fight! What a fight! I think we knew it was gonna be this.
Yes, we did.
Khalil, Khalil was ahead on the judges' scorecards. I thought he was ahead in the fight too.
Was he up 2 or 3?
2. I think all the judges gave him the first 2.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna look that up real quick.
Okay.
While you give us your thoughts on the fight, and I'll look up the judges' scorecards.
And so the first 2 rounds were very competitive. I felt that Khalil maybe could have taken one of those rounds. I mean, it depends on the punch count and everything, but it was very fair going into round 1 and round 2. And then all of a sudden, Pereira found his range. He found his distance, and he was able to finally start touching him from spot to spot. And he actually started doing leg kicks in round 3. I don't know why he wasn't doing so many leg kicks in round 1 and round 2. I think he was a little nervous about the fact that maybe he thought that Khalil was going to try to take him down. And so therefore he didn't put his leg out there. But once he started chopping that front leg down, Khalil's movement became a little more stagnant. And so he's able to touch him a little more. And he kept popping him with that right little hook and that left little jab straight down the middle. And I was yelling in round 3 over and over and over, go to the body, go to the body. And all of a sudden, round 4, he decided to go to the body and just take him out and hit him with those 2. And it was done, wrap deal. I give Khalil so much credit for that fight. Like, because he stayed in there, he had so much willpower in order to be able to stay in there, because he got cracked multiple times that would have taken other people out, but his will and determination just kept him in that fight. And like, I give him so much credit that he should fight maybe one more person in order to get back within the title fight, and maybe he'll have 2 more fights to get back to another title fight. I think that's how well he did, that the UFC might reward him and give him one fight. He wins that one, then he gets a title contender for the next one, and potentially he'll be able to get back within that fight within the next 3 fights.
Yeah, I don't. For some reason, I can't pull up the scorecards right now, but I completely agree with you, dude. I thought Khalil truly showed why he's a warrior. I mean, it's unfortunate. Like I had him winning the fight until I just think the damage took a hold, and then I think the gas tank took a hold too. And then from that moment on, it was a wrap. But dude, he fucking came out strong, willed, bro, he looked good. He was taking a lot of big shots. He was also trying to like capitalize on certain moments. I think it did give I think Pereira was a little shocked too about how hard Khalil was, like,
how fast it was too.
And bro, way faster.
Yes, big time.
But again, it's just Pereira right now. It's his year. I think if you have to give somebody an award for like fighter of the year, it can only be that guy. That guy is a freak of nature. He is, like Mark Goddard said, ungodly. But dude, he's the next big thing, if not the biggest thing right now. Because
he's been the next big thing, and he is the big thing.
He's changed the game, dude. And I think I've not met one person that said they're not a fan of the guy. Like, everybody loves him. And guess what? He can't speak a lick of English. Not even a lick. And he ain't even gonna try. So
no. And what's another good thing is a lot of the fighters respect him now more too. Like, they're starting to actually really like him instead of like trying to hate him, because he's just a good dude and he's a great ass fighter. Like, he can go down as the GOAT. He can. It's going to be a while for him to get there, but he potentially can. He will go down the GOAT if he goes to heavyweight and beats Tom Aspinall. That's the way he'll clinch that.
Well, I think he could even throw his hat in there for Jon Jones.
I would rather have him fight Jon Jones, because I think I see him winning that fight more than I see him beating Tom Aspinall.
I could see him going after Jon Jones, and oof, that would be a fight. Oh my God. Okay. So I do have the judges' scorecards.
Good.
And actually, I mean, I could rewind and go over the Juliana Pena one too if you want.
What do you want to tell us? Whatever you feel
Well,
like. I'm
okay.
good.
So, Julie. Anyways, so for Pereira against Roundtree, yeah, I'm skipping that. So Sal D'Amato, he gave Pereira round 3.
Okay.
Everybody gave Pereira round 3. Khalil Roundtree was
And
winning the fight 2-1.
he was up 2-1. Really? Good for him.
Fuck.
Good for him.
Yeah, he was
That's why
up.
I was nervous. Okay.
He was up 29-28 on the judges' scorecards.
Okay. All right.
Tell you, the dude's
That's why I
good. The
was that
dude's good.
nervous for those first two.
The dude's good, bro. But it needed to end in the first two.
It did.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
it
He
needed
just
to
couldn't
end in the
get
first two in
inside
order
and
for
catch
him
him.
to. Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. That distance control, man. That boy. I mean, Pereira. He's mean, dude. He's a
He's
mean
me.
motherfucker. But yeah,
Yeah.
for Khalil though, I think there's one guy I wouldn't mind seeing him fight. One guy
Who
and
you
one
got?
guy only.
Who you got?
Yuri Prohaska.
Oh.
That's it.
See?
That's it.
That's okay. Wait. So see if you got one other in your head. And the reason why I say that is because, like I just said, I think he has 2 more fights before he gets another title shot. So I think that Yuri could be that number 1 contender fight. So if he fought one more person and then fought Yuri next, who do you
Nah,
think he potentially has? No, just straight Yuri?
I think he gets Yuri next,
Okay.
and then we have to see what happens with Ankalaev, and if it does
Rakic?
happen, Pereira. I think he walks through Rakic, to be honest.
Mm.
I think it's going to be Pereira against Ankalaev, boring as fuck. Hopefully Pereira can get it done, and then you give Roundtree Pereira too.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
in a perfect world. That's what I want. Now the
That's how
only
it worked
person
out.
who I'm forgetting is Jan.
Ooh. See,
That's the only
actually,
person I'm forgetting.
okay. So I like your play out, but if he were to have 2 fights, give him Jan and then give him Yuri.
I
Because
just
Yuri
know
wants to
Jan's
get
going
back
to
to the
try and take
title.
him down.
That's
Yeah,
true.
but Jan's going to try and take him down.
Jan's going to
Jan's
take
just going
everybody
to
down.
be. It's just going to wrestle. That's why I'd rather him fight another striker, so we build him up a little bit, and then
Okay.
depending again what happens with Pereira and Ankalaev, because if Ankalaev wins that fight, then you need to prepare the next guy for a fucking wrestler. So then you throw
True.
Roundtree. If he beats Yuri, you throw him against Jan, and if he gets through Jan, then you know, all right, cool. This guy can at least get through the wrestling. It should be,
Okay.
hopefully a little bit even, and then we can see what happens from there.
So you're flip flopping it. You're giving it Yuri and then Jan.
Yeah,
Okay.
but that
That
depends on
seems
who's
good.
champion.
Ah.
It all depends on who's champion. Because I'm
All
thinking
right.
asses and seats, baby.
So you're saying Ankalaev potentially is going to get the title shot next? Or Rakic, one of
Yeah,
those two, whoever
100%.
wins that fight gets this title shot?
Rakic ain't getting shit, dog. He ain't
No.
stopping that boy Ankalaev.
Nope. He's going to get taken down and submitted or just 5 rounds of boringness.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean that concludes UFC 307.
Sure does.
So yeah, it was good. We have a new champ and a remaining champ or retaining champ, I should say. So
Mm-hmm.
excited
And
to
still,
see what happens and excited to see what happens on the next pay-per-view. But before we get into the next pay-per-view, we got a fight night to talk about. So
mm-hmm.
we are going to do things a little bit different, guys. On the prelims, instead of picking fighters, I'm actually going to give you guys 2 fights that you guys need to check out because these 2 fights are going to be fucking bangers, at least I hope. But the first one is going to be in the men's heavyweight division. It's going to be Chris Barnett against Junior Tafa. That should be a good
Yes.
one. Chris Barnett is very fucking entertaining. Junior Tafa, very strong, lights to knock out. I think this one is going to be juicy. And it's
Let's go,
the
Chris.
big boys.
Let's go, Chris.
Shout out to Chris. Hopefully he gets it
Mm-hmm.
done. I am going to be
Mm-hmm.
in his corner on this one. The
Yep.
second fight I want you guys to take note of is going to be in the men's welterweight division on the early prelims, or the prelims, I should say. Yep,
Prelim.
prelims. My fault, not early. on the prelims is going to be Temba Gorimbo against Nico Price. Yes,
Hey,
yes, yes.
hey.
Temba is returning, new house and all from The Rock, against the very talented Nico Price, who comes in at 16-7, who actually beat somebody that's going to be fighting on this card as well, Alex Morono. So trust me, I
Hey,
do think it's going to be a juicy one. I do think Themba gets it done, though. Something tells
I
me
think
Themba
Themba gets it done too.
is peaking,
Mm-hmm.
peaking, peaking,
Mm-hmm.
peaking.
He's on a
So,
2-fight win streak, as far as I know. This should be number 3 for him.
so again, guys, those are going to be the two fights I think you need to check out.
Mm-hmm.
Other
Mm-hmm.
than that, Cariss, you want to mention anything on the prelims?
No, prelims is good. Those are the exact 2 that I was saying also. Yeah, we're on the same page.
Oh, all right, all right. Well, I'm gonna let Cariss take it away with the first event of the evening. You're gonna have Abdul, Razak, Alhassan against Josh Fremd in the men's middleweight division.
Yes, we are at 185 pounds from Ghana. Abdul Razak Alhassan is the favorite in this fight at -162. He is 38 years old. Stands at 5'10". His fighting style is judo. Does have a professional record of 12 victories and 6 defeats, 12 wins by KO, 11 first-round finishes. He has 13 UFC fights, 6 victories, 6 defeats, 1 no contest. Not the greatest record. And he's currently coming off of that no contest to Cody Brundage back in the day of July 2024 when there was a cup check. Do you remember that fight?
I definitely don't.
No? Damn, I thought you would remember off the cup check. He could not continue because he cup checked and he wasn't able to get back within the fight in 5 minutes because he got his balls kicked so bad. So that's why
Oh,
he had
wow.
to stop the fight and they couldn't keep going. Yeah, that was back in July of 2024. So from USA, Josh Fremd is the underdog in this fight at plus 136. He's 30 years old, stands at 6'4", and his fighting style is freestyle. He has a professional record of 11 victories and 6 defeats, 4 wins by KO, 4 wins by submission, and 3 first-round finishes. He has 6 UFC fights, 2 victories with 4 defeats. Not the greatest record. Coming off of a decision loss to Andre Petrosky back in July of 2024. I'm going with Abdul Razak Alhassan, the favorite on this one. And hopefully we just get a little bit of a banger because this is the first fight on the main card, and they better start it off good and no fucked up from the judges. Please.
Yeah. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. And I will second that option there. After
Okay.
that, we have in the men's welterweight division Daniel Rodriguez against Alex Morono.
This is going to be a good little fight, ladies and gentlemen. So please pay attention to the welterweight division of 170 pounds. From USA, Daniel D-Rod Rodriguez is the favorite in this fight at -198. He is 37 years old, stands at 6'1", and his fighting style is freestyle. He has a professional record of 17 victories, of 5 defeats, 8 wins by KO, 4 wins by submission, and 5 first-round finishes. He has 11 UFC fights, 7 victories, with 4 defeats. He is on a 3-fight losing streak, unfortunately. Damn. He's coming off of a TKO loss to Ian Gary back in May of 2023. So he's had a little bit of a rest before he came back. From USA, Alex, the Great White Morono, is the favorite. He's the underdog in this fight at plus 164. He is 33 years old, stands at 5'11", and his fighting style is a kickboxer. He has a professional record of 24 victories and 10 defeats, 6 wins by KO, 7 wins by submission, 11 first-round finishes. He has 21 UFC fights. Alex Morono's been around for a little while, guys. He's got 13 victories, 7 defeats, and 1 no contest. Currently coming off a decision loss to Nico Price back in June of 2024. I'm going D-Rod, bro. I'm going D-Rod. I don't go against D-Rod a lot of times. I'm going D-Rod on this one. Even though Alex
Yep.
Morono will have a good little fight.
I think D-Rod gets it done and gets it done by knockout.
Nice.
Knocking in
Nice.
the full
It's hard to knock Alex Morono out, but he can most likely do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, come Saturday, we will find out.
Sure will.
In the men's lightweight division, we have Grant Dawson against Rafa Garcia.
Ooh. In the men's lightweight division of 155 pounds from USA, Grant KGD Dawson is the favorite in this fight at -395. He's 30 years old, stands at 5'10", and his fighting style is MMA. He does have a professional record of 21 victories and 2 defeats and 1 draw, 4 wins by KO, 13 wins by submission, and 7 first-round finishes. He has 11 UFC fights, 9 victories, 1 defeat, 1 draw, currently coming off a decision victory over Joe Seletsky back in June of 2024. From Mexico, Rafa Gifted Garcia is the underdog in this fight at plus 310. He's 20 years old, stands at 5'7", and fighting style is a boxer. He does have a professional record of 16 victories and 3 defeats, 1 win by KO, 9 wins by submission, and 6 first-round finishes. He has 7 UFC fights, 4 victories and 3 defeats, currently coming off of a decision victory over Clay Guida back in April of 2023. I am going with KGD Grant Dawson on this one. The favorite at negative 395.
Guess we're going to be twins because
We
I
are.
am also going with Grant Dawson. How do you think he gets it done?
He's gonna knock him out in round number 2 or TKO in round number 2.
That sounds quite accurate.
Sounds about right.
1.
You're saying 1?
I think it might end up 1. I think so.
1 or 2. One of the 2.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, I hope it does end in 1 because it's going to make the co-main event so exciting with Brad Tavares against Yo-Hung Park in the men's middleweight division.
In the middleweight division of 185 pounds from USA, Brad Tavares is the underdog in this fight at plus 145. I'm a little surprised on that one. He is 36 years old, stands at 6'1" in his fighting style is MMA. He has a professional record of 20 victories and 10 defeats, 5 wins by KO, 2 wins by submission, and 5 first-round finishes. He has 24 UFC fights, 15 victories and 9 defeats, currently coming off of TKO defeat to RoboCop Gregory Rodriguez back in February of 2024. Yep. From South Korea, Junyong Park, or the Iron Turtle, is the favorite in this fight at negative 175. He is 33 years old, stands at 5'10", and his fighting style is a boxer. He does have a professional record of 17 victories and 6 defeats, 5 wins by KO, 6 wins by submission, and 5 first-round finishes. He has 10 UFC fights, 7 victories and 3 defeats, currently coming off a decision loss to Andre Muniz back in December of 2023. We have a co-main event where both fighters are coming off of a loss. What the? All right, I'm going with the Iron Turtle. I don't know why, but I'm going with the Iron Turtle because I like Brad Tavares. He's a Hawaiian. I usually back the Hawaiians, but for some reason I'm going with the Iron Turtle.
I'm going Iron Turtle as well because Tavares lost to my boy Rodriguez, and once you lose to my boy, I got to go on the other side. Sorry, Tavares. Park gets it done. Unanimous decision, though. Unanimous
decision. That's not. There's no stoppage in this one.
No.
Okay. No. That's going to make the co-main event even worse, isn't it?
A little bit, but it's okay because the main event actually is a juicy one, and it should be a
really, is a little spicy.
Really good one. Yes, because you have in the men's flyweight division, Brandon Royval against Tatsura Taira.
Wow. Are you picking now, or are you waiting for me to do stats, and then you're going to tell me?
I'm going with Tatsura Taira.
Taira. In the flyweight division of 125 pounds. From USA, the number 1 flyweight in the world, Brandon Raw Dog Royval, is the underdog in this fight at plus 154. He's 32 years old, stands at 5'9", and his fighting style is a brawler. He has a professional record of 16 victories and 7 defeats, 4 wins by KO, 9 wins by submission, and 10 first-round finishes. Not too bad. Has 9 UFC fights, 6 victories and 3 defeats, currently coming off his split decision victory over Brandon Morono back in February of 2024. I was a little upset by that because we're Brandon Morono fans on this show, but it's all good. Yeah. From Japan, the number 5 ranked flyweight in the world, Tatsura Taira, is the favorite in this fight at negative 185. He is 24 years old. Yeah, he's going to have a long little career in the UFC. 24 years old, stands at 5'7", and his fighting style is MMA. He has a professional record of 16 victories with 0 defeats, ladies and gentlemen. Our dude is undefeated going into this fight. He's got 5 wins by KO, 7 wins by submission, and 8 first-round finishes. He has 5 UFC fights. He's on a 5-fight winning streak, obviously. He's actually on a 16-fight winning streak, but in the UFC, he's on a 5-fight winning streak. Currently coming off a TKO victory over Carlos Hernandez back in December of 2023. This fight's going to end in round number 2 with a submission by Tatsura Taira.
Oh, I have Tatsura Taira winning. I don't know how he's going to get it done, but all I know is after this fight, he gets his title shot at Pantoja. Calling it now.
Really? You're getting a title fight?
He's undefeated. Who else is going to be in line? Who else do we have to see Pantoja fight?
In the flyweight division?
Ain't nobody else. This is his next challenger. That's why the UFC is making Tatsura fight, because he's undefeated and on a 6-fight winning streak.
And on the main card?
He'll be on a 7-fight winning streak. This will be your next challenger.
Mic drop. Okay. I like it. I agree. I agree because I just thought about it as you said that. Like, who else is in the flyweight division that Pantoja hasn't already fought or hasn't already beat? It's like, we don't want to see Moreno again. We don't want Figgy to come back down.
I mean, the only person who you could say maybe has a chance is Amir Albazi. That's it,
No. Fuck
right?
Amir. No.
Right?
No. No,
Right?
I'd rather Tatsuro. Tatsuro
Right?
Taira! Yeah.
Or I mean, I would love this if they give it to my boy Kai Kara France.
Hey, the only reason why they're not is because I think exactly what you said. This is the next up and coming guy, Tatsuro Taira, and
And
Kai Kara France already had his title shot, and so it's like you got to give somebody new. We got to mix it up. So I think you're right.
Tatsura is not even ranked. Not
No,
ranked. Oh
no,
no, I lied. He's number 5. He's
sorry,
number
no, he's
5.
number
I'm so
5.
sorry. Yeah, I'm so sorry. He's number 5. So yeah, I mean, bro, that's your next title challenger right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
it.
Hopefully
That
that'll be
is it.
that'll be January or February of 2025. Excuse me.
That'll definitely be the first fight of the year. We'll
That'll be on
see.
the Connor card
Yeah, I don't
on
know
the.
about Connor. We shouldn't even say Connor's name, bro. I don't think he's fighting dog. Come on.
That's the first time I think I've heard you talk negatively about your dude. Like we don't talk about that guy right now. Like,
Yeah, because I just want to talk about people who are actively fighting right now,
yeah, I
and
know.
my boy ain't doing that. So
No,
on to the next.
sadly, I want to see him. Like so bad, so bad.
Watch Roadhouse.
I already did. I already have.
You get rewatch it again. You can see him
All juiced, fucking
juiced up to the
huge.
max. To the fucking
Jeez,
max.
he's on the good
That
stuff.
guy on the good stuff, the real good
Mm-hmm.
stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Shoot, maybe I should get on the good stuff.
You got a fight coming up.
Crazy. I know. Jiu-jitsu
What do you
last week was great.
what,
Going tomorrow. Excited.
what are you
Excited.
weighing?
Right now, I just weighed. I'm at 190.
What are you trying to get down to?
170, but we'll see. That's kind of a big jump.
And what? How much time frame do you have to lose 20 pounds?
I have a good
Are
time
we,
are I
are we
think
talking
I'm.
December? Or are you doing this one in November with me?
If I do the one in November, then it's going to be sooner. But from last week when I started, it's 12 weeks from December. So right now I'm
Okay,
good.
so we got time.
Got a lot of time. Time's all we need.
Yeah, yeah. Stop eating your favorite candies, those sour gummy worms and all that fun stuff.
I don't eat candy anymore.
What?
I don't eat candy anymore.
Just like it's sober October?
No, see that I hung out with my friends, but candy, due to health reasons, I can't. I can't eat that shit anymore.
Really?
Oh, that's why I
Well,
don't eat candy anymore, and that's been going on
wh-
for a while.
when you overindulge, that's kind of what happens, right?
Um, yeah. I mean, I think there's other things that came a piece of that,
Okay.
but yeah.
Okay. Well, good. Can't wait for Saturday for
Now,
UFC 308 Saturday.
yeah, that one because this next one, oof, 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 oof.
I'm not even looking at next week's card. I don't really care.
Well,
Who is
at
next
least
week's
we
card?
have.
Who's the main on the next week's card?
Let's see.
I got to go back now.
Wait, what? UFC 99.
What?
Wait, something's wrong here. Oh, no, that's November. It's November. It's the 19th, right? Saturday, October 19th.
Yes.
Oh, it's Fluffy against what's his face, bro?
Oh,
The
it is
Brazilian
fluffy,
guy that
isn't it?
does all the backflips and stuff.
Oh, against Michelle Pajeda.
There it is. That's your main event.
Okay. Oh, and that's the Apex also, just like this one.
Yeah, that's your main event. I
Oh,
don't
and
know.
Fitty K is fighting. Okay. And your boy Brad Katona's fighting on the prelims.
Let me pull this up. Let's see.
Rebellis de Spain
Kyler Phillips.
is fighting
Yeah.
Austin Lane. Rebellis de Spain. First fight on the prelims.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay. Is it better? I think next week's better than this week, though.
Yeah.
Got to build for 308. Got to
Yeah,
build.
that's the only thing we could really care about. Really, is
Yeah.
308.
Yeah. Holloway's winning.
Oof.
Blessed is winning.
Let me see the prelims for this one too.
That's the Brad Katona.
Oh, they got a lot of them fight. Actually, bro, the prelims are juicy for that card too.
308 or for next week?
308,
Yeah.
308, bro. You got
308's the shit right now. Like that's
Faka Remenov against Ruzi Boev.
yes.
Abus Magomedov against Bruno Ferreira.
You're already getting excited about 2 weeks from now, dude. See, that's why I said fuck these 2 weeks. I just want UFC 308. Like
Yeah, but that event starts at 7 a.m. Don't forget.
I saw that. It was a 2 p.m. Eastern start time, which means 11 a.m. ours, which is what? 8 prelims or early prelims? 7?
Yeah.
Damn.
That Cyril Gane's not fighting anymore.
True. True,
But
true.
all good, all good, all good. Well, anything else you want to mention? If not, then we could sign off.
Good to go. Good to go.
All
Thank you
right.
for everyone for paying attention, watching the show. We like
Thanks
it.
for tuning in,
Like,
guys.
subscribe. Say something to us. We don't care.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you guys next week. But don't forget, this weekend we will be at the...
UFC Apex in Las Vegas, Nevada.
There
We
it
out.
is. There it is. MMA game is out.
Peace.
Dude.